So, good afternoon. I'm so happy I'm here with you guys. So let's pretend I'm wearing a chef's hat and an apron. What am I doing? Stirring. What else? What other words could you use? Mixing. Let's say I'm putting chocolate chips in here, maybe some sugar, butter. I'm making. Yeah. What's it called when you make a dough and then you turn it into something and you put it in the oven? Baking. Good. So, I'm going to write the word bake. Okay. So, if I said, today I'm going to bake cookies, I would write it this way. Just this word, right? But if I'm trying to tell you something I'm currently doing, I would add the suffix ing, right? And what would it turn it into? Baking. So, what I would do is there's a rule I have to follow if I'm going to turn this word bake into baking. You would think maybe I would just add it on at the end, but I have to do something important first. What I'm going to do, I'm going to drop the E and then move that over. So it's going to look like this. Do you see? Do you see how I got rid of that E? Okay. So today we are going to learn how to add a suffix, specifically the suffix ing, to a base word or a root word. Like in this part, it would be bake, right? And we're going to learn how to drop the E when you add that suffix, okay? So that's what our objective is for this lesson. Okay. So, can any of you tell me what a prefix is? It's okay if you don't know. Have you ever heard of that word, prefix? Okay, so P-R-E. Think about when you're at home and let's say you're going to make a frozen pizza or something like that. Have you ever heard your family at home say, I need to preheat the oven? Yeah, pre means before. Preheat, you're going to heat it up before you put the food in. So a prefix comes at the beginning of a word. Okay, it's a little part that can come before the beginning of the word. Now, a suffix is the opposite. So where do you think the suffix goes?
At the end.
At the end. Great, yeah. So on my example here, where it says ing, is that a prefix or a suffix? It's a suffix, yeah, because it goes at the end of the word. Good. Okay. So if a word ends in E, then you drop the E to add the ing. If you have a word that doesn't end in E, well, you don't have to worry about this. This only applies to words that end with E, okay? Okay, so hope.
You drop the E and add hoping.
So what would it look like?
It would.
Do I just add it here?
No, you drop the E.
Drop the E. So I erase it, right? Great. Let's do some of these together. I'm going to give you a board, and you are going to get to write the words along with me, okay? Okay, so everyone take a marker. Okay. Let's see. Let's do choose. And then I'm going to put plus I-N-G. How would you write that on your board? Go ahead and write it down.
Where do I?
Great. Okay. Let's try wave. What would you do here? Good. Good job. Okay. What about this one? What is that word?
Voting.
Vote. Voting. Yes. Great. Great. I think you guys might be like superstar spellers. This is wonderful. Okay. So we're going to play a game. We're going to play a little game. I love little games. Okay. So I've got some words that unfortunately I just don't know if they're spelled correctly or not.
The will.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a word and I want you to work together to decide what's wrong with it. And then either one of you can write it correctly or you all three can write it correctly. Either way is fine with me. So talk about it. What would you do there?
So you take the E out, like you drop the E.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so how would it look if you wrote it the correct way? Lovely. Okay, you don't have to erase that. You can just go down below it, okay? Here's another one.
Liking, take away the E. Drop the E.
Do you all agree?
Yeah.
In my class, what we like to do, if we agree with something someone says, we do this right here. Yeah, do you guys do that too?
What grade do you teach?
I teach 6th grade. I'm actually Zane's brother's teacher. Okay, let's try that one.
Taking, drop the E.
Mm-hmm.
Taking.
Let's try one more. How about this one?
Hoping. We just did that.
Did you already do that one? I'm sorry. Look, try this one.
Dividing. Drop the E.
So if you had a friend and you guys were like writing stories together or something fun, and you noticed your friend made this mistake, how would you explain to your friend what they could do?
We would say that if you want to add ink to a word, if it has an E at the end, then you drop the E and just add ing.
Yeah, that's the rule, right? Bailey, Zane, do we agree? Do you agree with how she said that? Yeah. Do you have anything you want to add? No? Okay. Okay, so I am going to, we're going to do a few more practice ones, okay? So, you can erase or you don't have to. It's up to you. What would you do here? Hey, do you want to use this eraser? Okay, go ahead and write that word. I want you to double check that. Look at it very closely and then look at what I have. There you go. There you go. Great, great. Let's try one more. What about this one?
Sneezing.
Mm-hmm. Good, good. I'm going to give you one little tidbit of a hint, okay? Every time you've written an N, I've thought it was an H. You do have to have that line there. You're absolutely right, but I wouldn't make it quite so tall, okay? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now, erase your board. We're going to do something a little bit more challenging this time. I think you guys want a little bit more challenging, don't you? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to give you a word bank, okay? Do you know what a word bank is?
No.
It's when I give you a...
Like a couple words.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a list of words that you can choose from, okay?
Hope, hide. Dress. What did I say? I don't know.
Hope, hide, dance, smile, chase.
Do you like? Oh, you drop the E and add the ing.
Okay. So this is going to be your word bank. Let's make it where can we all see it there? Now I'm going to don't write them yet. Okay, wait for instructions. I'm going to draw a picture of an animal that you've studied, and you are going to choose one of these words and make a sentence. Write a sentence about that animal. Okay? Are you ready?
Are you drawing?
I am.
Oh, you're drawing a bale.
How did you know?
I know the outlining. Oh my goodness, she's drawing so good.
Okay. So this is a bear. Now all of you can have different answers. You probably all will have different answers. I want you to write a sentence about the bear using one of these words. But
drop the E and add the ing.
you have to add the suffix ing. Go ahead and try it. See what you can do.
Okay.
Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, I can't forget that. What do we always start a?
A capital I.
Yeah.
Or a capital I.
Have to have capital I's, and we want to have capital letters at the beginnings of our sentences. Excellent. This right here, I would work on.
Capitalize it.
You don't capitalize it, but I would make that line a little taller, because to me it almost looks like an O. Yeah, that's great. Great. What are you missing here? There you go. There you go. Did you do this yourself, or did you copy your friends? I think you copied your friends. Okay. I am chasing the bear, and I see a bear hiding. That's excellent. Let's do another one.
A frog. A chipmunk. Square. Square. I mean, huh? Oh, a monkey.
What could you do here?
What do you mean?
We're going to do the same thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So what would you do this time? You're going to try to pick a different word from the word bank. Make a sentence about this monkey.
Is a hay spelled monkey?
Yes, ma'am. Sure is. Are you finished?
Mhm.
Oh, there we go. Great. Excellent. Mm-hmm. You're going to turn that into an O.
Monkey.
Mhm.
What it sounds like?
Mm-hmm. I think, so do you guys know what dialect is?
No.
Sometimes, like, even though we all speak English, different parts of the world, English sounds different. So, have you ever heard that you have a southern accent? I have, right?
Like if it sounds like un-key, you think it's a U, but it's actually an O.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be monkey. We around here sometimes say monkey, right? Yeah, it's called dialect. Okay, so what we're going to do, I am going to,
Can I erase it?
yes, actually everyone erase your board,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to take them home, okay? And I'm going to give you an exit ticket, okay? But before I give you this exit ticket, I want us to share something, okay? Bailey, can you tell me one thing you learned during this little lesson? What's one thing you learned?
Reheat. Reheat.
Okay.
Reheat.
Preheat. Preheat. What did you learn about preheat? What does that have to do with what we were talking about? What is pre?
I know what it is. Can I
Do you want Isabella to help you? Okay, Isabella, help us.
It's pre means before something.
It means before something. So if I'm talking about a prefix, which is a part of a word,
It would go
it goes
in the beginning.
in the beginning. Do you have anything else you want to share, Bailey? Isabella, tell us something you learned during this.
That when there's a word that has an E at the end, when you wanna add ing, you drop the E and add ing.
Yay, fantastic. Zane, what you got? You haven't said a word this whole time. Did you learn anything?
I had the same thing about umbrella. Like I said,
Yeah.
you may help me.
Now, what if, I have a question for you, Zane, okay? What if I have a word like jump and I want to add the ing to the end, the suffix?
Take the E away and add ing.
Is there an E in jump? So what do I do?
Just add the ing.
You just add the ing. Yeah, great. Okay, so I have a fantastic badge for all of you for being fantastic learners during this. I've got 2 more things we're gonna do.
High five.
High
High
five.
five.
And smell it, it's a scratch and sniff.
Good.
So what you're gonna do, I'm going to give you these exit tickets, okay? But let's turn them over because I'm gonna go ahead and give you instructions for the next part too, okay? So you're going to complete your exit ticket. When you're finished with the exit ticket, I'm going to give you this journal paper, and I want you to choose, let's see, 3 words that you drop the E and add ing to, and you're gonna write them on the top of your paper, okay? So do your exit ticket, then when I give you this, you're gonna write 3 words that follows this rule, okay? Okay, let's see here.
That's perfect.
There we go. Okay, you can turn those exit tickets over and complete them.
Do you have to write it beside it?
Yes, just write it beside it. You're just going to do this the way you would if you were writing this word in a sentence. Good. Okay, I'm going to take these up. And then you're each going to get this paper. I want you to write 3 words up here at the top. Yeah, with that. 3 words up here at the top that
That I can add ing.
that apply to this rule. Like we had make plus ing, it makes making, and you drop the e. So write me 3 words that you can do that with. Okay, just up here at the top. Okay. It can be words we've already talked about, whatever you want to do. Good. Now do 2 more. Good. Now do 2 more. Lots of times these words are verbs. Do you guys know what a verb is? It's an action word. Yeah, so usually you can just say, which action word ends with E? That's going to be one I'm going to have to do my drop the E rule with.
And then I did the other one over here.
That's great. Okay. Now what does this one say? Does that help?
Helping.
This word is correct. However, does help have an E at the end? No. So this, you can add that suffix to it, but you don't have to do anything special like we have to drop the E on some of these others. Okay, go ahead and stop with what you have. What I want you to do, you are going to choose one of these words that's your favorite and circle it. Or underline it. Now, you're going to write a sentence with it. You're making a story, so choose something kind of interesting, okay? Write any sentence using that word you circled.
What? Right here?
On the lines here. Yep. Once you have this sentence, I want you to add at least 2 more sentences. But these next 2 sentences, they don't have to have one of these special words. They can, but they don't have to. I just want you to finish your story. We're going to add on to that first sentence, and we're going to make a story, okay?